region of Nigeria known for Mambila Plateau, home to vast tea plantations and highlands. In which region is it? Is it North Central? That's A. A. B. Northeast. C. Southeast. The answer is B. Yes! Okay, don't change anything. Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. I'm guessing you can see it. You're seeing a lot of things all over here. And the reason is that finally, after 4 years, I say 4 years because the last time I set foot in Nigeria was March 2020. After 4 years, I am spontaneously going back home. Why spontaneously? One thing I want to bring to notice is today, November 16th, is my 3rd anniversary working for Salesforce as a Tableau account executive. And my company has ingrained in its vision and in the value giving back. And there's one thing that our CEO says, that business is the biggest platform for change. So as demonstrating this, he gives us 7 days, 56 hours a year that we can volunteer at any charitable organization or causes that we care for. So in the past, what I used to do was a lot of charity runs, okay? So girls not running as much as before. But another course that I love is helping out at a food bank or organizing stuff with kids, like quiz days, creativity days, workshops on career and vision building and stuff like that. So I said, in celebration for my 3rd year and in gratitude for opportunity and the possibility of having gained knowledge and continuing to gain knowledge, I want to go and do stuff with kids in Nigeria because that is where I come from. That is my root. I was once there. I was once them. And I want them to see and understand that they are able to be whatever they put their mind to. And that it takes hard work, it takes diligence, it takes commitment, it takes seeing yourself where you want to be regardless of all odds. Have the dream. Have the dream. Do not allow anybody tell you that your dream is too big. But I think that when you dream, you need inspiration. No? You need inspiration. And that's what knowledge and general knowledge, that's what they help us with, We get inspired. We get inspired from books. We get inspired from stories. We get inspired from experiences. And exposure to these things are the things that allow us dream and become big. So for this year, I said, okay, I want to use all my 7 days. I'm working on it. A number of events have been planned. It's not all full yet, but I'm going for it. I am definitely going for it. I will get my 56 hours clocked in and we're gonna celebrate afterwards. As you could have heard from that intro, I went back to Nigeria and I am so happy to say that trip, volunteering 7 days in Nigeria, was a success. In this video, I'm going to take you through why I went back, what kind of organizations I like to support when it comes to supporting charities, what activities I engaged in, and what I would like you to do with all that information. So let's start with why did I go back? You already heard it in the summary. My company supports us with a number of days that we can support NGOs and charitable causes that we care about. So for me, education has always been key. Education, acquisition of knowledge, gaining new skills, that has always been something that I'm passionate about because I believe whatever situation you find yourself in life, the more valuable you become with your skills, the better you are able to get out of it. I remember when I quit my job to go traveling, people asked me, are you not worried you will not get a job? And I said, no. Because I'm keeping my mind curious and I'm learning and I'm applying my mind to circumstances and situation so I keep becoming a better version of myself, which will remain valuable, employable to the market when I come back. So if I have the opportunity to give back or support causes, I like to focus on ones that actually, encourage the acquisition of knowledge, of new skills, and of course, the ones that also support gaining basic necessity in life, like food banks and other institutions. So
For the 7 days in Nigeria, I had to choose where I was going. My choice was pretty sort of easy because my family is spread out across Nigeria. So of course I picked the 3 cities where my family is located. So Abuja, Lagos, Enugu. And I looked for organizations that kind of like supported things that I was interested in. So I focused on educational organizations, food banks, and shelters, so orphanages or special homes. So those were the 3 kind of bulk organizations I worked with during my 7 days. Now let's start with the activities I organized for the educational institutions. First and foremost, there are 3 major activities I worked with on this particular trip. The first one is My Dream Job. My Dream Job is a workshop that I started in 2017. And this came from working at LinkedIn, and the largest professional network in the world, where you're focused on career, focused on building yourself and presenting yourself, making yourself employable and sellable to the market, the job market. So My Dream Job, a workshop that allows the children have time to think about what they want to be professionally, to articulate why they want to be these professions, to also consider if they have role models that they already know practicing this, but also to focus on what do they want to achieve and what do they want to give back to their community, becoming such professionals. So in the case of a doctor, what kind of medicine are you trying to practice? What are you trying to achieve with that? Who's your role model? What do you have to study? Which courses do you have to be good at to be able to get there? So not just a vague idea, but really taking time to articulate what they want to be, why they want to be it, and who's their inspiration. The first time I did this workshop, I actually had a board with notable Nigerians, and I was able to kind of like also give them that as an idea of a role model. I wasn't able to do it this time around. Running 5 workshops does definitely then take some sort of a toll with the preparation, and I wasn't quite prepared for the challenges I would have with the internet. So that was My Dream Job. The second workshop, or the second item or activity that I did, was to carry out quizzes. And these quizzes were focused on 3 things. The first one was actually general knowledge about Nigeria. Nigeria is a large, diverse country, and I think it is important that regardless of where you live in Nigeria, you should have general or basic knowledge about the whole country. Who are we? What ethnic groups are there? What are special to these ethnic groups? What is our economy based on? What should it be based on in the future? What is our historical heritage? What are our cultural heritage? Which festivals are celebrated in what region in Nigeria? What are the Igbo people known for? What are the Hausa people known for? What are the Yoruba people known for? What are all the other ethnic groups, the diverse ethnic groups we have in Nigeria known for? So the quiz was focused on things like that, but it was also focused on wildlife and conservation. Because one thing I noticed traveling through Africa was that I think quite a number of other regions were doing a better job than us in conserving their wildlife. And it's not because we don't have institutions and national parks. I just feel that the awareness isn't really there. And I wanted to use this platform to make the children aware about wildlife and conservation. Maybe it would inspire 1 or 2 of them to say, hey, I want to go in that area. So the third thing I did was a creative writing workshop, and this is the one I did at Enyiduru. Reason being that I had done My Dream Job workshop at least twice. The last 2 times I visited Enyiduru there, and I wanted to do something different. Another thing that motivated me to do that is Enyiduru is an NGO that supports free education in Nsukka in Nigeria for primary and nursery school children within their schools, and they get also food. So they're not just caring for their mind, they're also caring for their body. But one thing I also loved is they have a library, and I thought, oh my God, going back, I want to take some books for the library. I want them to have books to read. I want them to be exposed to authors from Nigeria. So the creative writing workshop involved them, first of all, reading, writing, and testing comprehension, because I made some of the other students summarize what they understood from what their other pupils had written. So it was a really cool thing to go through this and walk down memory lane, because I love art, I love being creative, and that was a great experience. So those were the 3 activities that were done in the educational organizations that I got to work with. And then for the special needs home, I just made donation for food items and tried to understand what they were doing and, who they supported and what their focus was. And also for the orphanages as well. For the food bank, I worked with the Lagos Food Bank Initiative. I volunteered there. They're quite well organized, have quite a number of volunteers already in the country, and they support and try to address food insecurity across a really large population of Nigerians. So it's a worthy cause to support, and I'm grateful I was able to work with them. So that's in summary of the organizations and the institutions I was able to work with in these 7 days. So why am I telling you this? My hope is that if you are going back to Nigeria, in Nigeria, considering supporting causes in Nigeria, that this video gives you an idea of things you could consider, also organizations that you can support. So we're going to start with day 1 in Abuja. Day 1 in Abuja, I was fortunate enough to work with Miss Stella Uzochukwu, who is the founder of Odyssey Educational Foundation, and they promote STEM education. Through her, I was able to visit 2 schools where we ran My Dream Job workshop and also the quizzes. You're going to hear from her directly, and we're also going to look at part of the activities that was done in the schools. So, good evening. I am here today with Stella, and I met Stella because I was looking for an organization to volunteer with in Abuja, and I found her organization, and I want to take this opportunity for you to get to know Stella, get to know what she does, why she does it, and why you should be interested in joining and supporting this organization. So, over to you, Stella.
So my name is Stella Uzochukwu Dance. And like you said, I'm in Abuja. I have a first degree in electrical electronics, and I work with young girls in Nigeria, basically on STEM education and technology generally, and also putting in a tip of climate change, because we know that we need to be sustainable. Even when we're writing for the grants, they say how sustainable, like that's adding the climate change part in it. So we work with young girls, we go to their schools each day, and then we engage them in maybe learning of coding, how to develop mobile apps. And we don't just develop this out of context. We tell them to look for a problem within their community, and then they solve it by developing a mobile app. So we have robotics parts, we have a lot of young girls engaging in this, and then we hold their hands. So we do it with them over years. We don't just come in, do the advocacy and all that, introduce them to them. No, they're some of the girls we have worked with for over 8 years. And we have a lot of testimony over there with the girls who have worked with, who never thought they would be anything, and the hope and the strength we're putting to them by the programs they are doing has ensured that they're reaching the heights. Yeah.
Which of the following endangered species is protected in Nigeria's Cross River National Park? A. The Nigerian cheetah. B. The African wild dog. C. Cross River gorilla. D. African elephant. Hands up. Answer is C. Yeah! That one was a giveaway. So if you didn't write C, then you must have okay. C is the Cross River gorilla. Okay, are we ready? Okay, you ready for the next question? Nigeria's largest game reserve, known for its diverse wildlife, including elephants, lions, and hippos, is A. Okomu National Park, B. Gashika-Gumti, C. Yankari Game Reserve, D. Cross River National Park. You want me to repeat the question? Yes. Nigeria's largest game reserve, known for its diverse wildlife, including elephants, lions, and hippos, is A. Okomu National Park, B. Gashika-Gumti National Park, C. Yankari Game Reserve, D. Cross River National Park. The answer is, pens up first of all, B. Gashika-Gumti National Park. Now the important thing is not knowing all the answers. The important thing is also remembering the ones you didn't know and going to learn about it. If you notice, I put a lot of questions about wildlife. Why? Our conservation efforts in Nigeria are not where they are supposed to be. Other countries in Africa have maintained their ecosystem and wildlife a lot better than we have. So it is important for all of you to realize the importance of wildlife and to put it at the back of your mind as things that you want to support when you gain or whilst you gain education, okay? Tony Elumelu is well known for transforming which Nigerian bank into one of the largest financial institutions in Africa? A. United Bank for Africa, UBA, B. GTB, C. Zenith Bank, D. Access Bank. And that was the final question of this round, and pens up. The answer is A. UBA. Okay, so let's see who won. It's a difficult one, I know that. But the reason why you are being exposed to this information is that you most likely never look at people from your community to get inspiration. But we have people who are using technology to solve problems. We have people that are using technology to provide information that are relevant for us, that represent who we are. The only way we can master and become better and even tell our stories louder and clearer than anybody else out there is by knowing who we are, what we've done, what we can do, and what we can do better. So I want a huge round of applause for all of you. Thank you so much for your time. Okay, so we have our winners. Our second place goes to Issa Rabi. Hey, Cherry! Woo-hoo! So Issa, I hope you like to read. We have this for you from Chimamanda Adichie. Who knows Chimamanda Adichie? Great. So make sure you read that. And our first prize goes to Okira Amanda Gabriel. So there you go. So everybody received a bag that took part in the quiz, right? So you got an extra bag for being extra good. Thank you so much, everyone. It was a pleasure. And one thing I would ask of you is please go back and think about your role models. Think about people that have done what you want to do. Study them. Understand how they got there. Understand what you can do better. Thank you so much for your time and have a great week. Bye. But one important thing I want you to know about Stella's story is that I asked her why she started it. She started this 10 years ago, and Stella, I think it's a very, very important story, and I would like you to repeat what you saw in India that made you decide that investing in STEM education or the methods of STEM education is necessary.
Yeah, so when I got to India, I came in to do my master's, and I came out with a 2-1 from my school, and I think that's smart enough. But when I got to India, I saw that there were a lot of practical aspects that was not in what we do. And then when I kept asking, they said, oh, because the girls and the boys are engaged in STEM activities, especially in after school. When this first started, it was an after school activity, but I know over time now a lot of schools have added that into their curriculum, and so that made me come back to Nigeria and say, oh, the girls and the children in Nigeria deserve the same kind of exposure. And I had to leave Nigeria, but before I left, I had to take 2 years to do like a study and understand what the STEM education is and how it has helped other countries develop well, and the economies that we have seen other countries have. And after that, I had to take a leave because I was working with a telecom company, so it was free internet for me to do the surfing and study. So that was why I stayed back, and when I did that, nothing to regret, I have to say.
So we have heard about Odyssey
Yeah.
Foundation, and I'm asking you guys, make sure to be a part of this, because it is not enough to say we want change, we want something different. If you want to change something, then raise up your hand, become a part of it, and sponsor this program. We are right here in the girls' secondary school, where we just had quizzes, where we kind of put in the vision of why would you want to do a job, what impact are you trying to do with your life. Be a part of this, support her organization, raising Odyssey
Educational Foundation.
Odyssey Educational Foundation from Abuja, Nigeria. Thank you so much. So good morning, my people. This is day 2 from Abuja. I've taken out my braids because I'm going to get them quickly done before I go to the orphanage. We're going to 2 orphanages today. We're going to JK Home, which is for special needs children, and we're going to Destiny Home Orphanage. I hope I'm getting the names right. If not, when I drop the links, you will know where they are. I believe JK Home doesn't even have a website. But yeah, so we're going to go see the kids. We're going to make a few contributions to them. And with the kids at the second home, we're going to have some activities as well. So what we're taking, 2 bags of rice, 2 cartons of tomato paste, 2 bottles of oil, and 2 packages of biscuits, and a few clothing items, just to give you a feel of how expensive things have become. That bag of rice is 100,000 naira, and I believe there was a time, I'll get the prices from my sister-in-law, when that was 20k, and now it's 5 times the price. And 100,000, about 55 euros. Question is, how long does it take an average Nigerian who's not working a high-end job to make 55 euros? I don't know the answer to that question, but I guess we can find out online together. Yesterday was very good. Yesterday we went to 2 schools. I really enjoyed the quizzes. One thing I noticed making the quiz is that you really have to be careful with ChatGPT, because ChatGPT, maybe because it doesn't have enough information about things that I'm asking about Nigeria, because they're not a lot of vetted publicly accessible domains, it makes up weird answers. So I really have to vet the answers. For example, I should do something about notable people from the East, and it put that Nnamdi Azikiwe is from Enugu. I was like, I know he's not. I believe he's from Anambra. So you can use ChatGPT for things like that. I will drop the links to the quizzes, but please make sure you check, because ChatGPT keeps, I think it starts hallucinating and making up things when you ask specific questions you don't have answers to. And then you have to make sure that it's not telling you a lie, and then you spread the lie. Peace out. So, day 2. We are at Jesus JK Center for Children with Special Needs, and hopefully we can meet the lady and talk about the project. I think this one is very special, to be honest, because special needs children have not always had a place and have not always been a focus, but this orphanage focuses on them and gives them an opportunity to actually have a normal life. So we're going to go in, visit, and find out what they have. And look at here, these beautiful drawings on the wall. It would be nice if the children are the ones that made it. No child is left behind. That is probably their motto. And this is very important, because no child should be left behind. So I am concluding my Abuja trip. I got to do both my volunteering at the school, met Stella from Odyssey Educational Foundation, went to Destiny Home Orphanage, I believe it's called. Really impressive, the way the kids are being taken care of there. And we had a few minutes to interact, and I did a quiz there with 4 of the kids because some of the older kids hadn't dismissed. And then we headed off to JK Homes, which is an orphanage or home focused on kids with special needs. I found this really interesting because this is not very common that we have something like that. And the kids are so nice. So that there's an organization caring for them is really a great thing. So if you can support any of these 2 organizations or 3 organizations I've talked about, please feel free to do it. I need to sleep right now. So another major change that I noticed is that the local airlines no longer allow you a baggage capacity of 23 or 20 kg. Air Peace, for example, is allowing only 15 kg of checked-in luggage, and then I think it's 7 kg of hand luggage, and then for every extra kilo you're taking, it's 1,000 naira. So I came back with 3 suitcases. I'm literally going to pay around 46k or something just to make sure I take the suitcases with me, which is absolutely nuts. But it is what it is, I guess. For my volunteering in Lagos, I chose to support the Lagos Food Bank Initiative, which is a non-profit, private-driven initiative committed to fighting malnutrition and hunger. A large percentage of the Nigerian population are facing food insecurity, and being able to help out or work with an organization that is focused on improving nutrition and food intake for pregnant women, their infants, students in public and primary schools, and youths in underserved communities was something that I thought, oh my God, this is an opportunity I don't want to miss. They focus on reducing food waste and organizing entrepreneurship training and job placement programs to help their beneficiaries to become more self-reliant. So it's not just about giving them food today, it's also giving them the possibility of being able to self-sustain afterwards. They have served up to 160 rural and underserved communities in Lagos with over 2 million beneficiaries, especially kids under 16, youth, vulnerable women, and pregnant women as well. They have about over 14,000 registered volunteers. So if you're out there, you're heading back to Lagos, or you live in Lagos and you're asking yourself, how can I make a difference? Consider visiting and supporting the food bank, one of their programs that they do, or even with donations. So this was my experience. I met a young man who became a member of the food bank that day. He also sings, so the music you're hearing in the background of this video was his, and I got to talk to him a little bit. I hope this inspires you to do something with the Lagos Food Bank.
Ayé kò pé méjì, jọmọ kò pé méjì. Try to hustle and making money. Hey, that's all.
Okay, perfect. Okay, but we are at the Lagos Food Bank. Since when have you been volunteering at the Lagos Food Bank?
So I've been wanting to join the Lagos Food Bank for a long time, and I thank God for this opportunity that I have to be a member of the Lagos Bank.
Okay, so you're a member of the Lagos Food Bank, yeah, because on your back it said Food Banker. Okay, so how long have you been a member?
Just started.
Just started? Okay.
Yes.
But is this your first outreach?
This is my first outreach.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, okay. And how did you find out about the Lagos Food Bank?
I found it out on Instagram.
Okay.
I went online and I saw the way they were sharing things and helping people out, and I decided to join the link and see what is going on in their
in the organization. Okay, cool. Well, so tell me your name again.
My name is Ibrahim.
So Ibrahim is from
Ogun State.
He's from Ogun State. He's in Lagos. He is with the Lagos Food Bank, and we met today. Where are you, Ibrahim? We met
Lagos
today at the Lagos Food Bank during my volunteer. He sings, so I'm going to drop a link of his YouTube channel. Make sure you check out his music and enjoy. Ciao.
Ciao.
After that, it was off to the eastern part of Nigeria. In Enugu, I visited 3 schools as well as an orphanage. In the schools, it was the same program, the My Dream Job workshop and the quizzes, and I will be showing you just glimpses and clips of those experiences as well. So this is going to be the venue of my activity tomorrow. The Special Science Girls Secondary School Agbani Uboka. Oh my god, is that a squirrel? I think I just saw a squirrel. I think a very good project would be trying to make the entry road better, because it's not that good. It would be trying to make this entry road better. Right now it's not the best. But anyway, let's just take in this. I am sitting in my village, and this is the quiz answer sheet I'm trying to prepare. And this is the My Dream Job sheet that we need for the workshop today. I've been told I'm going to have 170 kids, which was not the original plan, so it's putting a bit of pressure on me. But I got help yesterday. I'm also getting help today. The teachers might have to kind of try to make these sheets, the rest of it, because I can't, there's no how for me to finish it. Yeah, so I'm going to let them know about that, and they can figure out what they want to do.
Clap for her. So, why are we doing a career workshop? Because it is important that you at a small age, or whatever your age you are in, you already start to think, why am I going to school? What is the benefit of me going to school? What do I want to do with it? So before we start anything, when you meet someone new that you don't know, you introduce yourself. So I'm going to introduce myself so you know who I am. My name is Elizabeth. My last name is Mwaka. I am from Amosa, and I went to school in Enugu. I went to Ekulu Primary School, Air Force Primary School. Then I went to secondary school in Federal Government Girls College. University, I went to Institute of Management and Technology in Enugu. I studied art. Okay? And then I finished up in University of East London. Okay, so paintings, clap for her. Then somebody else, there are other. Perfect, clap for her. So I studied in Enugu, Anambra, Lagos, a little bit because I went to Yaba College of Technology for 1 semester, and in the UK. And after studying and even working as a graphic artist, today I'm not working as an artist. I sell software. Do you know what that means? Yes. Ah, you said yes. If you know what it means, raise your hand and explain. I want somebody from the back who said yes. I can see a hand there.
Selling a software means when you create a program, you can be able to sell to someone who will be making use of it and managing it in order to pay someone, and will be paid when so.
Perfect. Clap for her. Great, Shani. Give me an example of a software that you make.
Example of a software I know is WhatsApp, TikTok.
Somebody, please tell me, what do you want to do when you finish school? You want to answer, raise your hand. No, I will pick somebody can know. What do you want to do when you finish my daily routine? Say it louder. Okay, why do you want to be a nurse? He is thinking about medical emergencies. Now, why am I asking about the goal? It is important to know we are in a country where a lot of the infrastructure and a lot of things are not yet where they are supposed to be. And if we keep expecting that somebody will come from somewhere and come and save us, it may never happen. So that means it is upon every one of us to decide what impact we want to make with the careers we choose. And if from little you decide, I want to be a medical doctor because I want to help the emergency situation in Nigeria, I want to change, I want that when I become a doctor, when I become head of XY clinic, that we have a proper emergency procedure in Nigeria when there are accidents on the highway. That is a goal. A goal might also be that you say with 35, I want to have my first business. But when you set a goal, you have to go back and say, what steps do I need to take to reach this goal? Right? What steps do I need to take to reach this goal? So I'm going to go back to the front and I'm going to pick 10 people who are going to come up and tell us A, name, what job they want to do, what is their motivation for doing that job, what goals they want to achieve, and who is their role model. Now, if I pick you and you don't have the answer to all of these things, we're going to have a 30-minute session where you can brainstorm. And I'm going to put you guys in groups based on the career you say you're doing. So if we have 10 people that say they want to be medical doctor, you go in a group and brainstorm what type of medical doctor. Because medical doctor, you can be orthopedist, you can be a surgeon, you can be gynecologist. There are so many types of medical doctors. So it's not enough to say, I want to be a medical doctor. If you say, I want to be engineer, what type of engineer? Why this type of engineer? What do you want to change? Do you have a role model? And then after, we're going to do 2 quizzes. One of them is about telling us people in Nigeria that have done different things. So in case you don't have a role model, you can learn from them and go and look them up. The second one is a general quiz about Nigeria altogether. And then the third one, if time permits, we will do one to focus on Enugu State. So let me go back to the front, and I will ask for 10 people. But first of all, if you know what you want to be in future, please raise your hand.
No murmuring. No murmuring. That is an individual matter. Hey!
These are my quiz people. Some of them are being naughty, but we'll catch them. Okay, are you ready? Quiet! What popular folklore themes are commonly explored in traditional literature of Igbo people? Heroic epics and mythical creatures. A. B. Animal fables and moral tales. C. Fairy tales and historical narratives. D. Supernatural powers and ancient kings. The Benin Bronze are an important collection of artifacts showcasing Nigerian history, and they were originally from Yoruba people. True or false? The Benin Bronze, an important collection of artifacts showcasing Nigerian history, were originally from Yoruba people. True or false? In which town in Enugu State is the National Museum of Unity, showcasing historical and cultural Nigerian art? A. Ogun. B. Aban. C. Enugu. D. Osoka. Okay, that was our quiz. So if you're done, raise your paper up so we can collect it. you're done, raise your paper up, raise your paper up. Or pass it to the front. Pass it to the front. Pass your answer sheet to the front. Vice Principal, people with the winner. And teachers, please, with the winners. Let's take one. Okay, so we are done and we are going. It was really crazy, but we got some winners and it was a success. So let's go. So this was the location of our quiz and workshop. This is the Special Science School in Oboka Awani, which was completed in 2020 by our former governor Chimaroke Namani. It was inaugurated, I think, 29th April 2005, and it was started with 3 students and only senior secondary. Today it caters for junior and senior secondary. They have 175 pupils, and it is very impressive to see, and I had those 175 during my workshop. I'm just showing you the school and we're going to leave for today. Good morning, children. Good morning. Okay, I'm happy to be back here. I was wondering if anybody would remember me, but the ones that did sack race already remembered. So I came to your school for the first time 2017 because I heard about what Enyiduru was doing, and I thought it's really great because I'm a big fan of education, because education helps you to gain knowledge you can use to do other things. But I'm also a big fan of creativity, of reading and writing, because you know what? I studied fine and applied arts. Do you know what that is? No. Okay. So when somebody studied fine arts, they can either become a painter. So I paint pictures, I make graphic stuff, or I can become a sculptor. I make statues. Or I can print books. Or I can make bags like this. So this bag was made from my cousin, Nenda, who has also been to your school 2 times. She always used to come with me. She didn't come this time around, but she made this bag. So as an artist, you are a creative person, create things. So today for our workshop, I thought we would do a bit of creative stuff, which involves reading and writing. Are you ready? Yes! So who here thinks they're a very, very good reader that can read? Okay, raise your hand if you think you're a very good person that can read. Okay, so we have different groups here. What I want to do is that we will pick a couple of you to read the books. The first person reads, and then we discuss what we learned about that chapter. But before we start, what are the different types of things that you can write? Does anybody know?
My name is Orphanages. I am in primary 6.
Okay, so what type of things can you write?
Letter.
Letter.
Yes.
Okay. Who else?
My name is Ubogachimiwa. I am in primary 5. The kind of thing I can write is novel.
A novel. Clap for her. What else can you write? What is another form of writing? What else can you write? A letter about yourself? Do you mean an essay? Do you know what an essay is? So you can write an essay about yourself, right? Okay. Wow, did you hear it? Yes. Okay, I want you to repeat it, all of you. What is an autobiography?
Autobiography is a story written by yourself.
About
Yourself.
Clap for yourselves. When you are writing, there are differences between 2 things that people say, fiction and non-fiction. Who knows what that means? Who knows what it means? Try somebody. Fiction and non-fiction. Nobody wants to guess? When you write fiction, it means it's a story you made up. It's not a real something that happened. It's a story you made up of based on your your experiences, things that you've seen, heard. But when you write non-fiction, you are writing about something that actually happened. So an autobiography is if we say fiction is a story that did not really happen. Non-fiction is a story that happened. What is an autobiography?
Non-fiction.
Perfect, clap for her. So an autobiography is a non-fiction. Do you know any Nigerian writers? Any Nigerian novelists? Oh, say it a bit louder so your classmates can hear.
The name of Nigerian writer is Charles.
Clap for her. Chinelo Ifezgo. What did Chinelo Ifezgo write? Which book?
She wrote about the lazy tortoise. I know what the lazy tortoise.
I know what the lazy tortoise.
Yeah.
Clap for her. Who else knows about that? So now this thing is standing on a tripod. That means nobody needs to hold it. This is called a tripod. When you are making films or footages and you want to be free and you don't want to hold it, you put the camera on a tripod. Say it again. Tripod. A tripod is a stand that you use to support your camera. So maybe later one of you want to be a photographer, you want to be a journalist, you want to cover stories. Who knows what a journalist is? Perfect, clap for her. Why do you think it's important that journalists write news?
So that we hear what is going on.
Perfect, so we stay informed. Clap for him. Okay, so we continue the quiz. The Kainji Lake National Park, known for its artificial lake, was created by damming the river Niger. True or false? Correct, clap for her. Don't worry, everyone will get one of those things. I'm just giving out to a few people. Now, everyone will get one, so don't worry. So, now, what is an annual cultural festival celebrated by the Yoruba people in Ile-Ife to honor the goddess of fertility? Wait, let me read the A. Eyo Festival. B. Argun Festival. C. Osun Osogbo Festival. D. Yam Festival. So, sit down, back to your feet. I will only pick someone who is sitting on. Are you sitting?
Ogun Festival.
Eh? Should I repeat the answer?
Yes. Enugu Festival.
No.
Eyo Festival.
No. So now we are okay. Osun Osogbo Festival. Do you know? Osun Osogbo Festival is from the Yoruba people. But do you know why Osun Osogbo Festival is important? There is a huge site which is one of our cultural heritages in Nigeria, in Osogbo, and it was built actually, if I'm not mistaken, she's Austrian. She was part of the movement, Susan Wenger. She joined the Osogbo artists to build the Osun Osogbo groves, which you can visit in Ile-Ife. It is one of our cultural heritage sites. That site is built on a forest which has so many species, so it is also protected. We talk
about conservation, it is also protecting the monkeys, the animals that you find within that forest. And by declaring it sacred, it stops people from going there to cut down the trees. So those animals in there can continue to exist as they existed long before we came. So that is why the Osun-Osogbo groves is an important place to know in Nigeria. Whether you believe in their God or not, that's not what matters. You can believe in the God you believe in. We are Christians, but they believe in Osun-Osogbo. But what is important is that they are conserving that forest. And we as human beings cannot exist without the nature around us. So if we do not conserve it, then one day there will be nothing left. We are in Igbo land. If you do not get this one, there's trouble. What is the traditional dance most associated with the Igbo culture, often performed during significant events? A. Bata dance. B. Sharo dance. C. Ekombi dance. D. Atilogo dance.
Atilogo dance.
The last question before we start our essay. All of you will get it though. All of you will get it. So just relax. Relax. Wait, he has to? Yes. You have to. Does you have one? You see, if you already got one, don't take another one. Okay. So the last quiz for now before we start our essay. Okay? Bring your books out. We are going to start our essay. We are writing an essay and the title is About Myself. Getting to know your name. Put your name. So my essay is called Getting to Know Liz. Your essay is called Getting to Know. What's your name? So getting to know lessons. Getting to know lessons. So the essay is an essay about yourself. The idea is that when I take that essay and I read, I will learn who you are. So for example, my essay will stand like, on the 3rd of December 1981, I was born in Kano State, Nigeria. My mother is Igbo, my father is Igbo, but we live in North Nigeria. Or we lived. So we're talking creative writing. You can also say my name is, you can also start it like that. But I will start my essay sort of like that. Or you can say, on the day I was born, the sun was shining very hot. If you know, if you don't know that it was hot, don't write it. But it can be fiction, okay? Or you can say, I am the third born of a family of 6 children. My mother is a teacher, or my mother stays at home to take care of the kids. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is brush my teeth or I pray. So you are allowing me get to know who you are. So we're going to have, maybe the teachers can help me. How long should they have to write it?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. So we're going to have 30 minutes. It's 11:30 right now. So at 12, I will ask for your essays. Okay? If you are confused, you are stopping somewhere, you can raise your hand and we'll come and look at what you've written so far. Me too, I'm also writing my own. Okay? Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay, then let's start.
Yes, of course. Yes, please, right. I maybe see there is a suitcase. That suitcase is for winner. I don't think the children need it. So you can all do a quiz with all the teachers present. The only thing is I have to call who won. So if you're okay for the children to know who won, then we're okay. Then you can write.
What traditional often embroidered garments worn by men in northern Nigeria is known as the symbol of northern Nigeria is known as a symbol of Hausa culture. I'm happy that you have map of Nigeria here.
Is there?
And, you want to know where northern Nigeria is. Now, A, Asus, B, Dashi, the one we call Dashi. C, Abada. D, Babangriga.
So who wants to summarize what she said? Now this is a very, well, in comparison to what you have all read, a rather very long essay, which is why if you are able to summarize it, that would really be good. So who wants to try? Okay, go ahead, stand up, say your name, and then help us summarize the essay.
My name is Asoro. She said that her father's name is Ukwe, and she has 3 years.
Okay, that's a very short summary, but clap for her. So who else wants to try? Ezigbo nwa. Onye bụ nwa Chinemere? Onye bụ nwa Chinemere? Nwa Chinemere ka mbụ. Onye bụ nwa Chinemere? Very good, very good.
This is the headmistress.
So, now we want to find out who will really take home our prizes. We are starting again with our finalists. There are 6 of you, there can only be 3 winners at least for the present. In which state is the National Museum of Unity, showcasing historical and cultural Nigerian art? A, Abu, B, Oji, C, Enugu, D, Nsukka. Enugu State was created from which other state in Nigeria? A, Ebonyi State, B, Cross River State, C, Delta State, D, Anambra State. So, I give you 20 seconds, I'm counting. Your time is up. Let's have the papers quick. Let's get the answer.
Alice, okay. So, unfortunately, I'm going to ask you guys another set of questions. So the people that got called now, sit down again in front. Sit down again in front. Take your paper. Never new paper. Because never new paper. Yes. Never new paper. So we'll do the first two. Kendi went 70. But the first 2 were 70. Okay. Sit down. Give him new paper. Just one. Sit next to him. So this quiz is now for the both of you. So we are trying to decide who is the first. What are you looking for? Your pen. Can somebody please give her a pen? Does she have paper already?
please bless.
Okay, so we are starting. Yes. Yeah. These are a little bit difficult, but we're going to have to take it because we need a winner. So, listen. No, we're going to do only 5 questions. So you don't need to write 10. 5 questions. Question number 1. What festival held on the banks of the Sokoto River is known for fishing competition and boat races? A. Eyo Festival. B. Argungu Festival. C. Shango Festival. D. Igwe Festival. What festival known for fishing competitions, boat races and culture is held on the banks of the Sokoto River? A. Eyo Festival. B. Argungu Festival. C. Shango Festival. D. Igwe Festival. What type of natural habitat is prevalent in Nigeria's Niger Delta region? A. Grassland. B. Mangrove forest. D. Desert. C. Desert. D. Tropical rainforest. I'll read the answers again. A. Grassland. B. Mangrove forest. D. Tropical rainforest. So, next one. Nigeria is home to which of these large animals, primarily found in the savannah? A. Asian elephant. B. Bengal tiger. C. African lion. D. Polar bear. So, what is the primary language spoken by the Hausa people, one of the largest ethnic groups in northern Nigeria? Fulfulde, Yoruba, Kanuri, Hausa. Is that question 4? Yes. So question 5. What traditional architectural structures built from mud are common in ancient northern Nigeria, like in Kanu and Zaria? A. High-rising buildings. B. Adobe houses. C. Clay houses. D. Mosques and city walls. Are you done? Okay, let's go. Let's look for the first person. Give the paper. Let me call the answers for you guys. So, the first answer is B. First answer is B. Second answer is B. Third answer is C. Fourth answer is D. Last answer is D. Oh, who got 30? Onuche. Who's Onuche? Yeah. Okay, so we have our winner of this quiz ceremony, and that is Onuche. Okay, now we have to find out who will be second and third. So where is the young man that just did second? Where did he go? Sit back down. Now all the other 60s join him. We are looking for the third
and the Ukwu is the divine.
Eh? He's the what? So we should just take him as second because he got... Okay, come my friend, let's take him shorter. So we take our second, yeah, that's right, that's correct. So our second person... That's mine. Okay, so now we're just looking for the third position. Ngwandi third, Tukulana Kajuono, 5 questions. Okay, which other question? Hagama.
Gaga.
Gagama.
Renata.
But the other ones are too hard. The internet are working. Let me find something. We can repeat.
Wow.
You know what? I will take that one. I will take. Okay. Where am I? Okay, give them paper. Give them paper, the new ones. So we are competing for third position. How many are you? Three. Okay. So we have 5 questions. They are not the easiest, but we need a third position. Okay. Mambilu Plateau, known for its lush green and unique landscape, is found in which northern Nigeria state? A. Plateau, B. Taraba, C. Kaduna, D. Bauchi. Go back. The Mambilu Plateau, known for its lush green and unique landscape, is found in which northern Nigeria state? A. Plateau. So I am trying to be better this time around. I'm going to show you this. I don't know if it's visible. Let me come closer. This is the answer sheet for the quiz. Why am I doing it like that? We have to go analog because in most of the schools I've been to now in Eastern Nigeria, it was not easy for me to get internet. I didn't have internet, partially because of maybe the provider I selected. So I have I believe it's 9 Mobile, Etisalat or something, and it has been a catastrophe around here. So I cannot use the Kahoot on my phone or on the computer because I have no internet access. What I, however, have done is that I printed some of them and I'm printing some more today. So I think as the workshop progresses, I'm getting better at adapting and finding solutions to help me get around it. You can hear the there is no light in the village. I am currently in my father's house in the village. This is the dining area, and I'm trying to finish the answer sheets for today's workshop. What I'm also going to do is kind of like fall back on what I did the first time I did the workshop. I actually had prominent people from different works of life in Nigeria. I printed it on an A4 and I hung it up on the board and we talked about them, and I think that that's a part that is really missing from the workshop this time around. But unfortunately, having one workshop or having 5 are 2 different ball games, especially since I have to prepare the sheets for the career, my dream job. So let me show you a sample. So this is a sample, and I have to make the sheets manually, right? I have to make them manually, and I have to make sure they are enough for the number of kids I had. So we started with the first school, and there were like, I think 35 or something. They had more in the class than we talked about. At the second school, we had like 27, 28. At the third school, I had 175 or 176. So that was an herausforderung because I had to make these sheets. You're seeing both of them for 176 people, handmade. I had some help. And I'm grateful for the people that helped me. But it was more a bit of a challenge. For the second school, thankfully, I say thankfully not in a bad way, we didn't do the career workshop. We did creative writing and literature, so the only thing that had to be made were the answer sheets. And the teachers there, one of the teachers there helped me, so that was good. Otherwise, it's a little bit of a lot of manual stuff going on in the background, so it's kind of hard to cover other things. So you see, that's the venue for our events today. It's the Basic Foundation Group of Schools, Knowledge and Discipline. So you were seeing the location for our next career workshop. I'm going to be working with SS3 and SS2, and we're going to have 75 participants. We're going up to the exam hall and we're hoping to crush this. So come, let's check this out. Accounting, finance and accounting. What is the job of an accountant? To make profit. No, okay, that would be a businessman. To make business, that would be that. An accountant is someone who keeps records of your expenses to understand how much you spend, how much you have coming in revenue, right? So profit and loss, yes, he manages the information of that. But as a businessman, you probably need an accountant, you need a salesperson, it depends on what you're selling. What do you want to sell? Wholesale, okay? Then what is the difference of wholesale and retail? So, question number 1. What is Nigeria's highest mountain? A. Zuma Rock. B. Obudu Plateau. C. Aso Rock.
The fastest finger up.
Hands up if you want to answer. No? B? No? So now only one more answer. No. So the answer is Chapalwadi. Chapalwadi is Nigeria's highest mountain. We're going to the next question.
You should have a paper where you're noting down this thing. I told you are going to learn a lot.
The famous Olumo Rock, a popular tourist site with historical significance, is located in which Nigerian state? A. Ogun. B. Lagos. C. Kano. D. Enugu. Ogun, clap for him. So,
come with your paper.
Okay, so we have the first 5 people that are going to read their career cards. Okay, quiet down. The next quiz is coming where you all get to answer and you can win 1, 2, 5. So first to 5th position will get something. So let's start with you, please. Read your career sheet out for your class. You see how loud my voice is?
You can disqualify someone that is not audible.
Yeah.
And do another thing. Yes.
My name is my profession here is a lawyer. My motivation is to uphold justice and stop the discrimination of gender inequality. My goal is to uphold justice and ensure the rights of the citizens are protected. My role model is Ayo.
Oh, clap for her. Wow. Okay, so she has a role model who has successfully fought injustice against women, especially when it comes to the topic of... So, for example, there is Flutterwave, there is Paystar. These are all payment applications created by other Nigerians like yourself. This is why I say if you're looking for a role model, make it someone from Nigeria. Because then you are easy to check where did he study, which university did he go to, what kind of qualification did he have a first class,
What else did he study to be able to get to the level? Some of these people did not study. So it's not about going to university. It's good. So the image, when you use your gift to change the perception, Chimamanda Adichie said the danger of a single-sided story, the story someone tells about you. You are gaining knowledge, so you will tell your story the way it is. So it is important to understand your voice and your impact. You're not just any child in this classroom. You are a Nigerian child who can change the fate and the situation of Nigeria. It is up to you to decide if you want to do it. Because all these people we talk about, Chimamanda Adichie, Wole Soyinka, they don't have two heads. They were also born here. So what is the difference between you and them? Do you want somebody to stand in front of a classroom tomorrow and speak your name? If you want, then understand what is on that paper. Mean what is on that paper. Work to make what is on that paper reality. So my last question to you is, what do you need to study to become a computer science engineer?
Are you ready? What is the popular natural tourist attraction in Enugu State, known for its waterfall and monastery?
You can read the answers out, but you won't say, yeah, but you won't say the correct answer. Just read the answers out.
Okay, so the options are A, Owu Falls, 2, Ohun Waterfall, 3, Gurara Waterfall, 4, Abokim Waterfall.
So your 20 seconds starts now. I get it. You got the A, B, C.
Now when I say 154.
So it's A, B, C, D. Yeah. Okay, next question. One can there too. If we can there too. I can count too.
The next one. We're not saying answers now until they're done. We'll mark it together. So the next question. In Nigerian politics, Enugu State is a part of which geopolitical zone? A, Northwest. B, Southwest. C, Southeast. D, North Central.
Problem is so I would say this is fifth, and this is sixth. Okay, where's principal? You are the one giving out the presents, and you can do the announcement. Only a way home what does it? All this.
Let me take on the first second first.
Okay.
After every deliberation and what have you, Ebube Chineke favor came sixth. Ojo Daniel, fifth position. Fourth position, Machuku David. Next position, Ihemede Chidera. Second position, Idris Daniel. And the first position.
So, good afternoon.
Great afternoon, Miss Lizzie.
I'm here with Miss Faith, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself, where we are, what she does, and what else you should know about her.
Okay, I'm Miss Faith Mweke, and we are actually here at Basic Foundation Group of School, as you can see. Of course, I'm here with Miss Elizabeth. She came around to come and enlighten the students on what their choice of career, how to decide on what to do, who their role model is,
and how it's going to shape in their lives. So it's been amazing. It's been an amazing time with her today. The students are all very happy. Wow, I don't think they've seen it this way before, because their eyes are opened up to a lot of things, what they are missing, and they were able to put one or two together, dot their I's and cross their T's. No, it's been awesome having you around, Miss Elizabeth.
Thank you so much.
And of course, I actually have a book reading club, and wow, it gives me so much joy to see them reading from early age of 3. Where we open up the minds, we train them with jolly phonics, expose them to early years, knowing how to find do picture reading, be able to put words, put the letter sounds together and make words and what have you. And so far, it's been challenging, but it's been fulfilling, because seeing them reading at that early age gives me so much joy, and they're able to put up some writing, do some creative writings, express themselves and their thoughts in writing. It's been amazing.
What's the name of your book club?
Blissful Readers Club.
So, Blissful Readers Club caters for children of what age?
From the ages of 3 to 15.
And it's based in?
It's based here in Enugu, Nigeria. Yes, and it's been awesome having them, seeing them read.
Perfect. So guys, just for you to know, Miss Faith paused the book reading club for a while because of the challenges of funding it, but the intention is to continue to support young minds in Nigeria to be able to read. So what we want from you is, once I've posted Miss Faith's details, if you'd like to support and contribute to her Blissful Readers Club,
yes,
then please do so, because the more literate people we have, the more minds that can solve the issues that face us in Nigeria. Thank you so much. Over and out.
Yeah, bye-bye.
One thing I would like to point out, if you are planning such a trip, is that you have to keep in mind how you want to get from A to B. For the transfers between the cities I flew, if you'd like to know more about that experience, click on the link on the right side of the screen now. Within the cities itself, in Abuja, I had a driver, and I think I mentioned the details of my driver in this video on the right side of the screen. In Lagos, I used Uber or iDrive, and in Enugu, I had a driver who was able to take me around. And I will take this moment to say a huge thank you and to remember my driver in Enugu, who unfortunately passed away last year. What I would love you to do is take some time to think about these organizations, these initiatives. Are you interested in supporting these initiatives in Nigeria? You will find links to the ones that I have them in the video description. Please feel free to reach out and support them yourself directly. Use this video as a platform to brainstorm on what you can do. And last but not least, whatever funds I generate from this video, I'll be donating to 2 of the institutions I worked with. 1, Enyiduru, and 2, Odyssey Foundation. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Yours truly, Liesl81.